What's up, you six sons of bitches? Welcome back to another episode of the SexAngl. It's your boy D.
I thought you were frozen. It's your girl CJ. Again, Brandy is gone because she don't like us no more. Her
She
last
in a
episode.
toes curl tonight.
Not toast curl. She's at a fancy dinner. Stop saying that. She did tell
Fancy
us. She
dinner
tried
in
to threaten us
Amsterdam.
last time about a 2 weeks notice. I was like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere.
Oh.
God damn it. Anyways, but we have a special guest. It's Brittany. She's back. We're gonna talk about some cool shit today. Today's topic is soul ties and sex. We've touched on it a little bit in an episode like a while ago, but I don't know what that accent was, a long time ago. But I wanted to talk about it because, well, Brandy brought it up, but there's like a lot of people talking about it now, soul ties, and I feel like it's because everybody's sleeping with everybody. Um, just
pretty much.
Just a quick definition, if you look it up, is a soul tie is a phrase which some people use to refer to spiritual connection between two people, especially after having sex. It's not always just after sex, but especially if you have like bodily fluid exchanges. Let's see. In others, it's said to form after an intensely close spiritual or emotional relationship. So it could be emotional, and it's not necessarily like, sex related. Why are you guys laughing? What did I miss?
Like, ew. Like,
Fluids. I was like, ooh.
Okay, well, when they air out genitals, how about that?
Wrap it up.
Well, there you
Wrap
go.
it up.
I love that.
It typically is to the point where like you don't even know why this person is still in your life. My shit was crazy, and Brittany got a crazy stuff. D, didn't you have one that was crazy too? Like a soul tie?
I think if you want to call it that, I'll call it a stalker, but maybe.
Not I mean,
soul tie also, like, it's not always like a physical presence. It's like on a spiritual presence. So like, and that doesn't always mean like when you hear the word spiritual, you think like, ooh, like sometimes that spiritual connection can be toxic and dangerous.
Yeah, it can.
So they're very like soul ties can be pretty dangerous things too, because like it can consume your life with the wrong person.
It really can.
Yeah.
Or like, I guess I can say his name because I'm not gonna say last name. Dean knows about Fred. That was some crazy shit.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah.
You know how I know it was a soul tie? Because when he had to come out to work here in Denton, what was like 10 years ago or some shit too. And he ended up finding me and shit. Like
so is it kind of situation like that where say you haven't been involved in a while and it's like they can locate you, find you always?
Yeah, not involved with that person. Or like when I moved to Nebraska and like we were still texting here and there, like not really talking, just checking in, I guess, or at least that's what I thought it was. But then one day I went on like a whole week without him texting me or calling me, and I was like, I hope he's okay. But then I had a dream that I was in a house with him. All the windows and the doors had locks on them, and then all of a sudden each lock pad started opening up, all the windows, all the locks. And then like because prior to that I had a dream that a cop pulled me over. So what happened was he got pulled over by a cop. He had something on him. He got locked up for a week, and when he got out, I had the dream where all the windows and the doors opened in the house that we were in. And then he called me that morning when I woke up.
That's fucking crazy.
Don't fuck with me, I'm a witch. Damn it.
I warned you.
I warned you.
So do you think it's like that? So it doesn't necessarily have to be like you were in a relationship before.
No, it doesn't. If you have a strong emotional connection to somebody, even like it can be like platonic, it could be same sex, it could be, or like non-sexual, basically.
What if, can it be one-sided?
Of course.
Because like this, I had this weird shit happen one time. there was a friend of my cousin's that was killed. The morning that he was killed, he came to tell me goodbye.
Oh.
I was asleep, and it was crazy because it's like he was in my house, like in the dream. I was having a dream.
Okay, I was gonna say, was it a dream?
Yeah, but it's not like I was dreaming, but I wasn't, because I was in the bed and I was asleep in my dream, and somebody woke me up, and I turned over and it was him, and I was like, "Hey,
what are you doing in
and
my
I
room?"
didn't question like, "Why are you in my house?" I was just like, "Hey," and he was like, "Oh, I just came to tell you bye," and I was like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I gotta go," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Were you like really close with them?
No, that's the crazy part.
So
at all. I don't know why he told me bye. So I don't know.
Well, yours is probably because you're receptive to those things, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
but why me? Like, because we are only like been in situations just a few times. Like at a party one time, I was at this crazy party that was in a very gang infested area, and like it was like a gang party essentially. Like everybody involved at the party was in a gang.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna go outside and smoke. And my cousin was like, no, the hell you not by yourself. So he sent his homeboy, which is that guy, to go smoke, and he was armed just in case something happened. And I was like, okay. So every time I would go smoke, he would send him out. And yeah, it was like casual conversation. And I guess he was had a thing with one of my one of my female cousins. Had a thing with her for that.
But that's it. But see, that's the thing though. But like, what if like once he died, he knew to go to you because he could tell that you would be receptive to it, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because it's like your aunt finding you in your dream and then calling you about it the next day.
Yeah.
His aunt did that. That shit was crazy.
She did that and told me that she was in my dream and exactly what she did.
Wow.
Yeah.
How crazy. He's got some creepy stuff. You should check out the spook stories from last year. And my other ones.
But I just thought that was weird because it's the interaction, it's the way that he was telling me goodbye. It's like he was really sad that he had to leave me. I thought it was just weird.
I just
like I ain't felt that way, honey.
I don't think that soul ties can be one way. I think that to touch base on that a little bit more is like, I think if there, so a soul tie, you might feel it, the other person might not be open enough to like see that and feel it. They just chalk it up to intuition and coincidences. I really like that word coincidence because it like just leaves all, you know, like you can just be like, it is what it is.
And it can be toxic.
You gotta put any kind of effort into it, you know?
Like she was saying, it can be super toxic. For example, Voldemort, me and Brittany like deciding not to be involved with her anymore. And we had a day we were like, let's go to all the witchy places together. Like, and I was like, okay, let's go. But then old girl showed up to one of the shops that we were ending our day with.
And not only that, but like to mention the fact that we were like late getting out, like on our time,
because we weren't on time that day at all.
No, at all. Like I was behind, which is real weird. Usually I'm like,
she's
chilling.
usually waiting for me.
Yeah, I'm usually chilling, hanging out with Heather and Rob, and CJ's getting ready. So I was late even. And then also, we went to the other store for the first time.
Yeah.
Which was really far. Like we went pretty good distance.
We did. We went where, if you're familiar with like DFW, we went all the way to Duncanville. And then we came back over to Arlington to go to this place because we were like, let's hit up a couple places. I was actually trying to hit up more.
Yeah. And then the fact that we were just standing there talking in the shop and she walked in and was like, oh, hey. And I was like like I felt like all the air left my lungs. I was like, is this happening? Like, oh my God.
Which is crazy. But I will say this, like, even though I did some stuff to make sure I was protected after that day, because she was buying a bunch of stuff and wouldn't tell me what she was buying, at the witch store, by the way. I did some protection stuff, but recently I bought some matches because I need to see if I have been tried, like if she trying to hex people or not.
Said, who you fitting to try? I bet it ain't me.
Like it ain't me. You got the right bitch. I'm like, Erica, dude, don't let this green tea and fucking incense fool your ass. Like, that's not. I'm only peaceful when I need to be peaceful. So, but it's weird because that's not a sexual connection at all. But I knew, like, we was connected, and there's been, I cannot tell you how many times I would run into her in different places, going to the same place to do the same thing. Whether it would, because it would be random stuff like thrifting, or just grabbing dinner at this place, or you know what I mean? Like you would have to be on the same wavelength. So like, for example, me and my mom, we have very similar wavelengths, especially with food. We'd cook the same thing. I would be in Nebraska, she's in Louisiana, and I would make curry, which is like hours of prepping and stewing and all that. And she'd call and be like, we're making curry tonight. I was like, I am too. Or it could be, or something as simple as spaghetti, and you think spaghetti coincidence, but when it gets to be like curry, or like our carrot dish that we do in Oki, or you like specific ones, and it's constant, like a couple times a week, then you're like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
I've seen that with my mom with bathroom decor. This was creepy as fuck. Bathroom decor. She bought this towel set. You know, you buy the towels, and she has like little knickknacks and stuff in the bathroom to go along with it. My grandma, her mother, sent her the exact same fucking towels as a gift.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
And she was like, Mom, I bought these towels last week.
So
that's crazy.
The first set of, that creeps me out. The towel set thing. Oh, sorry. So Jennifer, shout out to Jennifer if she's listening. It was one of my best friends from Okinawa. We used to hang out with Heath, who Heather is named after, R.I.P., because, you know, he hooked me and Rob up. That's how, and I was pregnant at the time when he passed, so we were like, that is homage to him, right? So anyway, I moved to San Antonio, and I believe Jennifer bought me a towel set, and it had like palms and stuff and bamboo designs on it, right? I met Rob, and I go to his house, and they have the same exact set, but there's no way that it's similar time frame, because when I moved to San Antonio, it was 2001.
Wow.
And then when I met Rob, it was like, and started hanging out with him, it was 2013.
Wow.
Because I took that towel set to Nebraska, I brought it back. It's still at my mama's house, the palm tree ones. You know what I'm talking about, babe? Still in his mom's house.
Wow.
I was like, this is so fucking weird. Like, but his shit is weird anyway. Our connections are fucking, that's a soul tie right there. I can't.
Just
like I'm looking at my soul tie right now.
But Brittany has one too, or trying to get rid of.
Yeah, I think I'm being successful. One thing that creates a soul or keeps a soul tie effective is saying their name. So you should always have like a nickname.
Boulder whore.
And it could be something like, I say old boy. So you know, old boy is like, if I mention the name, he will appear.
That's the craziest part.
And sometimes even physically, like he will just like drive past me like while I'm just like walking, like I'll be like
doing random shit,
and he'll just like show up, and then or he'll just like randomly text me or something, and like it's almost like opening a portal to them and like inviting them back in every single time. Like, and so I don't speak his name. That's the first step.
That's there was one time I was telling old boy, I was like, I need to go get something at Kroger. And I was going to go to the one on Broad Street, but I got in the car and I was like, I'd rather go to the one on 157. So I go there, and old girl's in there, just in there shopping.
No.
And at the time we were still friends, so I was like, hey. And we just.
So here's my thing is, since you've cut the soul tie, you don't run into them.
I don't run into her. Oh my God, you're right.
Whoa.
Which is okay. So here's the thing.
Don't ever run into him.
So here's the thing. So ever since I did the whole protection thing and basically cutting ties and stuff, I'm gonna go in a second. But so here, like all the other times that I ran into her, people can just be like coincidence because y'all go to the same stores, you guys go live 10 minutes apart from each other, blah blah blah. Okay, then why am I not running into her right now? I'm still going to the witch stores. I'm still going to the same fucking Kroger. I'm still going to the same restaurants. We frequent the same ass places, thrift stores, witch stores, all of it. I have not once ran into her. The last time was when I was with Brittany, and that night I made my protection jar. How fucking, and that's why I'm like, I'm actually weirded out that none of her friends, including her husband, have reached out to me. Nobody has said anything. And I'm just like, this is
finally cut the tie.
It has to be. It has to be.
It a boundary, you know.
We're about to talk about that because Witch Tok is doing some shit right when we come back from our quick break.
And welcome back, you sick bastard.
Sick bastard. Sometimes he changes it up. Sometimes he's real soft spoken, like the last episode.
Yeah.
Like, we're back. I was like, what the fuck was that? So what I was talking about Witch Tok. If you guys are not familiar, TikTok has different subdivisions, like Section 8 and shit.
Like
Reddit. But you have to type it in and it's great. They have like spiritual talk, witch talk, and everything. But Witch Tok has which is doing rituals, and they record it and they show what they do. And one of them that has been coming up a lot on my feed is like soul ties. Excuse me, what was that sound? Was it next door? Okay. Oh, it was so loud because I was like, is it in my headphones?
Now I see how scary that was.
I know, right? I told you. Talking about crazy shit on the triangle makes something happen all the time. And it's always great timing. Fuck this shit. Oh I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice.
Coming around. She's peeking in like, huh? Talking about me.
Is that our next door neighbor? Okay, maybe he was getting something off his truck bad. Jesus Christ. I told you to get the house next to me, y'all.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did. I told you. Their puppy was outside today and I went and knocked on the door. I was like, I think your doggy's outside. Here you go. And they were like, and then my oldest one was like, I hear yelling. I was like, the kids got in trouble for keeping the door open. That's what happened. Anyway, what I was saying is on Witch Tok, there's rituals you can do to actually do soul tie cuts, like physical, like candle, string, all kinds of stuff. But the thing is, like, what scares me about TikTok, Witch Tok, and spiritual talk is that some of it is very like not in depth. They kind of like skim the surface. And so you think you're doing something correctly when you're not, and you can like backfire on it. So if you're actually trying to cut soul ties, especially physical and emotional ones from somebody that you've been around, and I know like this is the sex angle, but like especially the sex ones, because you guys laughed when I said like exchange of like bodily fluids, but that's how they get you in hoodoo and voodoo and all of that.
Like if you're a guy, don't ever let a girl do blood magic on you.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, don't eat her spaghetti on
Run
the first day.
away.
They say spaghetti, but dude, it's anything that's thick,
anything red,
thick and red.
None of that shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I was listening to one of the other witch girls on there, and she was right. She was like, you do understand that the other way around works too. Because if you have a guy who's insistent upon doing it while you're on that time of the month, he's doing blood magic with you.
Yeah.
And people don't think about that shit.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, if you do blood magic and it works properly, you are tied with their soul for eternity. I'm not talking about this
that-
lifetime. I'm talking eternity.
And people take it as like, oh, he's gonna be my like faithful like love for the no. He can still fuck around on you. He's still the person he is. It's not gonna make him come to you more.
And for your soul contract on the other side, I'm not gonna get into it, but you can look it up. Soul contracts are real. If you soul contract on the other side, he can come back to teach you a lesson. So he might be a worse person this time around.
Yeah.
But because you made that fucking blood tie of your souls, the lessons that you have to learn for you to ascend, you have to keep doing it with him.
Yep.
Like there's soul families that keep like coming into your realm.
That
Demetrius like saying,
what? I told you this was a fun one, Demetrius.
I love the spiritual stuff too. So if you do blood magic with somebody, especially somebody you're sleeping with, you're done for. There's like really nothing you can do at that point. Like I'm sure there's something, but you probably have to pay a serious amount of sacrifice, serious amount of dues to get rid of a blood tie, because blood tie is above a soul tie. Like it's like both of them together basically when you do a blood tie. And that eternity thing is not, it's not funny because you're always gonna find them. Oh, and they're gonna always find you. Have you guys watched Cloud Atlas?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, D, you gotta watch it. I'm about to rewatch it now that I'm into all of this again. Tom Hanks plays like 7 different characters because he keeps getting reincarnated into different people over time. And then a few other people play themselves being reincarnated, but they always find each other. This one's like more of a love story kind of, but you'll get the gist of what we're talking about in movie form. It's very long, so take your time. And it's really weird if you don't know what you're looking for either, because of the way they made the movie. Because you're not understand at first, if you're not paying attention, you won't understand it.
I think that was a movie I had to watch a couple times to like fully get it.
Because it was pretty crazy when he was in that Asian man outfit. I was like, Tom Hanks came back as an Asian man as well.
Yeah, he did. Wow. He sure did.
And then the very ending, I had to keep playing and rewinding because the way they spoke, they took out words in the English vocabulary, and it was like shorthand. The way they spoke, and it was so weird. Me about this one. It was so fucking weird. Like they evolved into shorthand. It's like what we're texting is how they talk shorter.
How they start talking, which people are starting that
already
now.
Doing it. Yeah, already doing it. So there's that. They're probably pretty accurate. But seriously, with that said, if you do need to cut a soul tie, there's a few things you should always look up. Is like, if you're going to get help from somebody, make sure it's a legit source. Like they have reviews, not like 10 reviews, like hundreds of reviews if you can help it. Because there's Fivers on witches on Fiverr now. Did you know that? I did not know that.
Wow.
There's witches on Fiverr doing like tarot readings and stuff for like $5-10, and the really really good ones apparently charge like $90 and $100. I was like, damn, do I need to go on Fiverr when I'm spare time? Like, I don't know. I might have to try that. $5 for 30 minutes. I'm okay with that. Get some practice in. D didn't like it when I did his reading though. He did not. He was upset. Brandy was also upset. We aced Brittany's too.
So. Oh God! Did
everybody
you just the word you just used?
Oh.
I didn't even catch it.
Oh my God!
A soul tie.
You cannot force a soul tie, ma'am. She's like, I'm gonna tie these motherfuckers together real quick.
Where are my candles at? Get me my box. Get me my box. Get me my strings.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, you guys. I did not even mean to say that like that. That's so weird that I did that.
That was really
inside joke.
Listen, I'm sorry. We'll get to it. Shit, I forgot I was wearing makeup. Let's not rub my eye like that. Okay, here we go. But no, seriously, you don't try to do it yourself either if you're not versed in how to do things. Like that's what I feel like TikTok is doing. And that's why there's even more weird stuff in the atmosphere, is because that people who aren't aware of actual spiritual energies are trying to do stuff. And it's okay to start as a beginner because everybody starts somewhere. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like, research the shit. Yeah, research the shit. I started somewhere. Yeah. Like, I'm getting a lot more comfortable in it, but like, I'm still not gonna try to. I'm never gonna try to summon anything. That's for fucking sure. Not ever.
Summon, I don't even like that word. Summon, no.
People, because people are out here summoning. Listen, there's a whole Witch Tok area where they talk about being with deities.
Like voluntarily?
Voluntarily.
Yeah. They're making the choice to do
Well, they make altars for all these deities, and they're saying that they're like hanging out with them, but what they don't understand is those deities may not be the deities. It might be trickster entities that are of the negative nature. Like demons, basically. Like, I stretched that out a little. Look,
it goes again. You start talking.
See?
Weird shit.
Oh my god, why does it do that? It was fine the whole time, and I start talking about spiritual shit, and then my internet just fucking freaks the fuck out. There goes the agent. On, off, on, off. Please don't ban our video. Thank you. This is all opinions. We're not medical professionals or anything like that. I'm still mad about the other one that they took down and never put back up. You can listen to the audio. It's episode 146, I think. You can't find it on YouTube.
It wasn't even that bad.
No, we were talking about our opinions about the current situation, current events in the world. And they told us that we were misguiding people medically. I was like, who? The whole 150 subscribers that don't all watch us? Like, like we average 25 to 30 views maybe, and our hits are like under 1,000. Like, what do you...
Yeah, but today's culture is like one thing could have been
the one that goes viral.
An emotion, yeah. And could have been just one person being like, oh, look at this video. You know, that's how it happens.
I'm about to do that on TikTok. You have no idea. I have one in my back pocket that I'm working on right now. I gotta stitch it together. I gotta learn how to TikTok because I'm a grown up and old.
I don't even know how to record myself on there.
I was so proud when I did my green screen thing the other week. Because I put it in the background with the YouTube thing and I was pointing at it and shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then I was like, man, my finger is really long, babe. Like, what the fuck?
Phone home.
That's my favorite thing to do. I point at Emma and we used to do, that was our thing. She would give me her finger and I would give her my finger and we'd be like, phone home. Ridiculous.
Are we doing this right now? Are we doing this?
Touching, we all touching the cameras. I'm gonna have to wipe it. That's gonna be my screenshot. You know what? I probably can't even use that as a screenshot because YouTube will probably think it's 3 penises in the fucking camera.
Right? Don't even do research. Just delete it.
Like they're talking about sex, and then there was like a
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, because I mean, it could be anything. Look at that, like. Bad porn angles. Look at this shit.
I mean, that's a fancy ass penis. It's got a lot of jewelry on it.
Prince Albert's and shit. That's just saying. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. But is there anything you guys want to add for the next couple minutes if you want to? Please.
Just remember that if you're like trying to yeah, I get it. You want to find that soulmate, but like if you're trying to soul tie to somebody, just
don't do it.
Wait. Just take a minute, sleep on it. You know, you can always soul tie to them later. Like
you really can.
Why are you blocking yourself from like that true thing? You know, that's like natural. So
yeah,
keep your soul windows open and all of that, because you really, once you are stuck, like this week, Rob has been getting on my nerves because he keeps getting into my brain. And I'm not talking completing sentences. He's laughing. You hear him. It's not completing sentences. That's not what I'm talking about. We'll be watching something and a thought pops into my head and he fucking AIs me over here like an Instagram fucking commercial and says the whole thing before I say it.
Oh, wow.
And that happens once in a blue moon where we sync up and then he just does it all motherfucking week, like all fucking week. And I was like,
I have a soul tie. Her name is Brandy. Me
yeah,
and her been doing that.
that's because you guys are twin flames. Y'all's is a twin flame.
Yeah.
Y'all are the same person split up. That's what it is.
That is fucking weird. Yeah, that's weird. We think like it's. Yeah,
I have a twin flame that I work with, and she will literally be like, she'll be like, do you know what we need? And I'll literally be like, yeah, we do need that. And like we both know what.
That's what I mean.
About what we won't talk was. And it's like, how did we know that we were talking about the same thing if neither of us said anything?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know, and it happens all day, every day, when we're together, when we're not together. It's fucking weird. It's real weird.
It's cute when it's like, hey, let's have pizza tonight. I was like, I was just thinking about that. What just fell?
Paper.
Oh my God, just all these fucking extra noises in the house.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on?
I don't have time for this, y'all. But like seriously, what was it the other day? We were watching TV and somebody was doing something and I literally was like in my head said something, and before I could get it out to tell him, he like fucking said the whole thing, like a whole sentence about what I was thinking about what I was watching, and I was just like, I'm done.
You gotta get out.
Whole week. Like,
oh man, that's wild.
Extra trippy. That's how you know if you got a soulmate. Yes, no returns or exchanges, sir. He's stuck. It's too late now. But just anyway, I don't do sorcery on him. If that's what you're wondering, I don't do that. Anyway, Demetrius, did you have anything else to add to that ending?
No, just don't be no red shit. You're a guy, you're a girl. Watch out for the seminal fluid. That's all I'm saying.
Seminal fluids, exchange of fluids.
Don't swallow.
Yeah, and watch out when you're sleeping too. Some people do it while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't swallow."
What?
I mean,
they
it's
do.
for real.
They just pour it into your mouth when you're sleeping. And what are you gonna do?
Sneak period blood in their men's drinks and shit.
Yeah, and you can't even tell.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like people think like period blood is just all blood. It's not. There's only a couple tablespoons every time. You know what I mean?
Lining.
Yeah, it's lining and other stuff too that's bodily like pieces and shit. So you're not gonna taste blood like you think you're gonna taste blood. That's a misconception.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's ooey gooey and salty, probably.
Oh God!
You're welcome. On that note, we're gonna close up. If you've enjoyed our podcast,
gooey and salty, love it.
If you enjoyed our
like
podcast
a salty
thus
brownie.
far, not a salty.
Oh God!
What's this caramel salted brownie?
Caramel
salted. Ew.
I mean, I eat
this raspberry.
What y'all be doing?
I can't. Again, like Britt said, on that note, I forgot to do it on our last episode because we skipped too many weeks and CG forgets what to say at the end. Make sure you subscribe to your favorite podcast platform to watch us every week. I say Thursday and Friday, but YouTube's shitty, so sometimes it's later than that. So I'll let you know if that happens on our IG. Make sure if you're watching us on YouTube, to hit that subscription button so you tell YouTube to stop banning us, damn it.
We're good people.
I'm just mad. Well, the last one they banned us for a picture of a lady who was covered up because their AI robot kept picking up the beige shirt as nude. And I had to change the whole ass picture to get the fucking thing up. I was like, she's wearing a clothing, and they would reverse it, and then the next bot would like fucking flag it and went back and forth for like a week and a half. So I finally just changed the whole picture, and I was like, fuck it. So there's one episode with no fucking picture. I was like too tired. It's like, fuck it. We can put a video clip there. Anyway, so make sure you follow us, DM us or email us if you want to say anything about our episodes, any comments, questions, or concerns about our livelihoods. That's cool too. And so stay safe, stay logical, stay blessed and woke. If you're Black, stay Black. If you're not, POCs and allies unite. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.